YouTube, how's it freaking going? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today is Friday, beautiful weather outside, so you guys gotta be getting done what you guys gotta get done. Today's gonna be a leg day, and it's been a while since I've done heavy leg days. Heavy barbell squats to be specific, because I've had a problem, guys. I'm gonna give you guys full disclosure. It's a little odd for me to say it. I'm a little uncomfortable saying it, but it's good to be vulnerable with you guys so you guys can understand what I'm going through and how to kind of deal with it. I have a hemorrhoid. I don't know whether it was from heavy lifting or whatever the case may be, but I do have that going on. For you guys that don't know, it's bleeding from a specific area of your body. I don't know if I could say that, but Google it. I mean, don't look at the images. I am going through that, which means heavy squats are a little unoptimal, especially in that case, because I can injure myself. So I gotta be a little easy with that, right? And I feel like I said, I gotta be more open to you guys as to what's going on with me, but I am gonna push it a little bit today, see how it feels. Of course, if I feel any sort of issues, I will stop, as you guys should with any injury, regardless of what it is. If you guys feel any sort of pain, that's your body telling you that, oh, maybe this isn't a good idea to do. Don't fucking forget that. Don't pop a painkiller to get through that. I also need to address something, because I seen this reel on Instagram about someone saying that if you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and you have abs, it's not attractive or you got problems. And when they say abs, I believe they're more indicating towards like a competition type of body, which of course, guys, isn't necessarily healthy, because you are in a sense starving yourself. When you're under a certain amount of body percentage of fat, it's unhealthy, because you know you're burning shit. It's unoptimal. I think like the most optimal range, don't quote me, I think it's like 8% for men. Anything lower is a little dangerous or whatnot. But if we're looking at that shit and saying that's a problem, guys, I'm gonna be honest. If you're overweight, that is much more of an issue than being underweight in terms of the percentage, because there's much more problems. And we're not gonna fucking idolize obesity or anything like that, especially not on this channel. Of course, everyone starts somewhere in their journey, and there's never about knocking someone who is obese or is a little overweight, but it's about understanding that it is a problem. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's okay to be overweight and whatnot, because it isn't, guys. So make sure you guys are doing something about that. But that person who said that's a fucking idiot should be addressing a real concern, which is the obesity problem in the US in specific. And I'm not gonna go around and talk shit to those types of people, because that's not what you guys should do. But you should realize that that is in fact a fucking issue. But as said, guys, it is an insane leg day today. You guys gotta take that creatine. Okay, I highly recommend taking creatine before your workouts, because I find it helps me in that high intensity training, especially when I'm doing heavy weights. I'm on the last little bit of the Mother Buck Pro pre-workout. I definitely liked it, but I won't lie, guys, my favorite all-time pre-workout, and the one I recommend for any of you guys to try, is batch 27. And I do mix that with the creatine prior to my workout. I just feel like that's the most optimal. But guys, I have to be honest, like, I see a lot of people online on YouTube and whatnot that could squat a lot heavier than me and deadlift a lot more and all that sort of stuff. That's because I've been neglecting it. Specifically with squats, I was nervous for the longest time about doing squats because of the pressure I felt on my back, my form, and failing, right? Because failing is scary if you guys don't do it properly, which is why you guys should learn how to fail correctly, especially if you do plan on doing 1-rep PRs and shit like that, which we might touch on today. But all around, I'm definitely going to allocate more time in my training towards strength, because again, I feel like I'm being left behind in that sort of category. I've been more so pushing, right? And for anyone who actually does my workouts, you will figure how fucking intense it is. I typically do like 3 sets in the time someone does 1. And that's because I just mitigate my rest. I really enjoy that cardio element and that circuit sort of training, and really just pushing myself all around. But definitely going to encompass the strength training a lot more. And again, I was afraid for the longest time, but I have overcame that fear. And of course, having a spotter on standby is going to allow you guys to be more comfortable. But also those strength bars, those hammer strength bars, guys, those things are fucking phenomenal. They allow you to, you know, defend yourself and protect yourself from injury and whatnot. So they're definitely there. They're there for a reason. So you might as well fucking use them. Let's get this workout going. place was feeling pretty good there. I was able to do 3 reps, and I have done like, because I've kind of been neglecting doing squats, but I feel like going for a PR. And I'm not really big on the PRs, to be honest with you guys. I also want to get stronger. I feel like, as said before, I've been kind of neglecting the strength element of training in terms of going heavy on the barbells, the squats, deadlifts, and bench press. So it's definitely something I want to emphasize to get better at. I definitely want to hit 4 plates on the squat. I just feel like it's a good journey. It's a good milestone to go for. But I am cutting. So obviously, you know, weight does play a factor in that. I have had times in my journey of fitness where I have went heavier in the weights and tried to push for like 3 plates on a bench and stuff like that. But that was, I think that was 2023, end of 2022. I was bulking. I was consuming like 4,000 calories a day because I went on a very heavy bulk. And I was definitely a lot stronger than I would be on a cut, because the cut does kind of drain you. I won't lie, guys. Your body's like used to consuming a certain amount of calories, especially when you're on bulk. And then once you get to a certain point, when you reduce the calories, you do feel a little bit weaker and stuff like that, which is why it's so important, if you guys are cutting, to maintain your strength. You got to still lift the weights that you would typically lift and just push yourself, right? I'm gonna try 3 plates at a 10. I'm pretty sure I could hit this, but we're gonna try it. I haven't done this weight in a bit. I think the last time I went for PRs was the impetus strength, and I was watching that back yesterday, or I think it was day 26, where we went for 3 plates and a 25, and I failed. But I also didn't have these knee wraps. Now these knee wraps are amazing because I feel like they help out so much when I'm doing this. I'm not gonna lie. So it's definitely like a bit of an ego thing, I guess you could say, but at the same time, it's also like a safety thing, so you don't blow out your knees. But also takes like blood away from my shins and stuff, or sorry, my calves and shit like that. So I don't want to sit here for too long. Let's see if we can hit this. That's how you feel. Take notes. As much as I'm upset with myself for not actually hitting that PR there, because it was an additional 20 pounds. So I think it was what, 355 in total. It's good that I was able to depict to you guys how to fail correctly. I mean, I was definitely feeling I could get it up. I guess I just had to fight a little bit more for it, but I haven't really hit heavy squats for a bit. So it's kind of, it makes sense. So I got to work on it a bit more, put myself in a position to get stronger with it. And all around, bench, deadlift, squat, all those sorts of things, I'm going to work on making sure that I'm doing like a 5x5. Again, I don't like going for PRs because of that reason, right? I mean, I could fail. And as I said earlier, I am afraid to, or rather I was afraid to fail. But that's why you guys need these hammer strength bars if you have them, because they are safety, right? And you know, a spotter can only do so much. Of course, I have Shahir on standby if I ever get into a position needed. But don't be afraid to drop the weight, guys, especially when it's like your life or not, right? Because sometimes you might not have the hammer strength and you're afraid to just drop the weight. Sometimes you just gotta push forward to let the weight drop. But we're gonna finish off with some calf raises, leg extensions into leg curls. Gotta really push ourselves, really push to the fatigue and get more volume, because this has been heavy, right? So let's get that shit. 5 more. Wild Tigger sitting on the couch. Oh, big yawn. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. For you guys that haven't met Mr. Tigger, that is Mr. Tigger. He's a little camera shy, I'm not gonna lie, but he wants to make an appearance in more videos. This is actually, wow, the hair's going everywhere. This is actually his spot. Tigger, come here, buddy. What are you doing? There's people. The people want to see you. The people want to see you. You want to say bye to the people? He hates being held. Oh. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash that like button. We're on route to hit 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. We hit the 1,000 mark, and I appreciate all the love and support. But we're on route to hit the 2,000 subscriber mark because we are not going to get placed by the end of August. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Guys, there is an issue that we have. I get like 100 views on these videos, but only like 10 likes. And those 10 people that like the videos or anyone who watches the video, I appreciate the support. But guys, it takes 5 seconds. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, of course. And if you guys are here till the end, you definitely need to hit that like button because you guys are the real ones. I appreciate the support very, very much. Got a lot of content ideas coming up, guys. And of course, after a heavy, intense leg day like that, guys, it is always important to eat the right foods and recover the right way. I see something online about Chris Bumstead talking about how a lot of people nowadays who make content for the gym and whatnot like to talk about how to do the most optimal this or control your reps or the scientific whatever the fuck, right? Where all that information kind of clouds people and they get kind of confused as to real training. And the real training, guys, is to push yourself. Be fucking intense. You're not gonna go in there, you're not seeking comfort when you go in the gym. You're seeking discomfort. And in essence, that's what Chris talks about, is some people overthink it to the point where they're not actually pushing themselves, right? And of course, don't get me wrong, form and all that shit is definitely important. But when you're doing like a deltoid fly, because I see this big thing about doing a deltoid fly by sitting like this, apart from just putting your chest on it, people are over fucking thinking that, man. If you guys want to see gains, you need to push yourself. You're not seeking comfort, you're seeking discomfort. Whenever you're in a discomfortable position, that is when you are going to grow the most. So remember that, guys. And shout out Chris Bumstead, man. Big inspiration to me. I would love one day, and I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to get a workout in with Chris Bumstead. He's actually a Canadian local, so he's giving me little kisses. Hey, buddy, you got to show more love. Okay, if you guys like Tigger, you guys got to show him some love. Give him some, like, I got to pet this guy because whenever I wake him up in this area, I have to pet him. As you can see, he gets a little upset if I don't. But hit the like button, guys. Drop a comment down below what you guys thought about the video and where you guys are with your deadlifts and all those sorts of things. Squat in particular, because today was a squat day. And let me know, guys, because I am curious. Everyone has different positions in their journey and whatnot, and it's not about comparing. However, I did kind of compare, but I use it as motivation. And if you guys are planning on comparing, use it as motivation. But have a blessed day, guys. Have a great weekend and find your impetus. Goodbye.